Today I want to talk about how to achieve steady health progress without overcomplicating things. And welcome to day 21. And first off, a quick progress check. So not much has changed on my stats. They're pretty much exactly the same as they were last week. They're relatively the same, which is a good sign because it just means everything's on an even keel, which is what I wanted to get to. I wanted to stop my sort of heart rate being so up and down, on my sugar levels and my mood levels and things like that being so up and down. I wanted to just try and keep everything on an even keel. So that is what's happening. So that is amazing because it's about the long game, not just about how we're, just doing 30 days. And this is about the long game. So today I want to talk about the power of whole foods. So when we stick to foods in their most natural form, and this is why it's so simple to do, things like fruits, things like vegetables, like, making that man maker pie that I bang on about, but I really like it. Don't know if you've tried it yet. Let me know if you have. But it just helps our bodies thrive because we're just eating things natural. And this is why it's simple. Cut out processed foods, just eat whole foods. There's lots of other diets you can do out there, and I don't consider this to be a diet. I just consider this to be a way of eating that is healthy for me. So even within that, I know that obviously there could be nut allergies and you might not be able to eat nuts. That's fine. Swap them out for something else. There's plenty of whole foods to choose from. And these foods are just packed with the nutrients that we need because they're naturally occurring foods. So minus all the processed junk. And honestly, how much energy you can get from these natural foods as well. Like how much better you can feel from that just from keeping things simple. So which is the name of my game, keeping things simple. We're often conditioned to think that we need these sort of fancy superfoods or all of the supplements. And I do take supplements as well, but sometimes it just takes us going back to the basics and just sort of realigning. If you've gone sort of off the beaten track and have gone down sort of some different diet places and you think it's still not working for you, then just try going back to basics. Just try eating normal unprocessed foods and see how that works for you. That's all I'm saying. Go back to basics. So keep it simple. So if you're feeling like your progress is slow as well, that's totally normal. Like we're not, this isn't an overnight, you're going to feel amazing. Sometimes you can, if you've been eating that badly, after sort of a few days, you can feel amazing. That does happen. But if you want to see the full on, the hormonal benefits, and progress isn't just about what the scales say as well. So you could weigh yourself 1 minute, and I don't calorie count. So that's another thing why I find this really easy for me to do. If you don't like calorie counting, then just eating whole foods, and they fill you up more because they're more nutrient dense. So you don't get those food cravings that you get from, what it's like when you eat at McDonald's and you're hungry half an hour later because you've basically eaten nothing. There's no nutritional value in a McDonald's, or minimal. They'll probably try and argue that, but as far as I'm concerned, it tastes amazing at the time, but there's nothing in there that's giving you anything of any value. So that's why you feel hungry afterwards. So this is just simplifying things. Transformation doesn't necessarily show up immediately in your stats either. So if you're tracking things like I've done, like my heart rate and weight and blood pressure and things like that, you should see an effect within 30 days, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be that dramatic, depending on where you are and where you're dropping into this. Are you dropping into it from eating a load of crap for sort of 6 months, 6 years? There's a lot of dependencies on how and when you'll start seeing any changes in your statistics, if that's something that you want to track. But if you just want to track how you're feeling, that's good as well. So just keep trusting the process and keep nourishing yourself with good, simple foods. And remember that you're doing amazing, and to trust yourself and to trust your body and what your body needs and how you're feeling inside. So that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow for day 22. Thank you very much for watching again.